Shunning. Jehovah's Witnesses' favorite policy that isn't even in the Bible, but they made it up because these 8 headmen at the Watchtower headquarters make up everything they come up with. I'm Timmy Scott, and if you're new here, welcome. And for my returning ex-Jehovah's Witness friends that actually genuinely like watching me, welcome back. I know I said I wasn't going to really make any more, but I found something on social media, and since again I can't swear and say what I really feel, I can say it, I can't swear, so what I saw was totally unfair, because it doesn't even contradict, and they contradict with what they say. As I mentioned before, Jehovah's Witnesses just made up this stupid shunning policy to keep Jehovah's organization clean. And it's written in clear letter of this paragraph, or a couple lines I'm going to read to you in a little bit. And if you want this proof, I can leave a link in the description, or you can, well, not link, that didn't really make any sense. Sorry. I can send you an email. If you really want this, feel free to send me an email, and I'll be glad to share this with you. This, again, their stupid made-up rule. And I'm sure a lot of you ex-Jehovah's Witnesses watching this already know it's not even really, shunning isn't even in the Bible. It's just something they made up. So, but first off, I want to say this. I might make a title of this video called Reuniting, sort of, Part 1. Anyway, so recently, someone I grew up with, sort of, at least were considered kindred spirits whenever we were hanging out, even with someone I grew up with in the hall that I've practically known my whole life, or at least I thought I did. When I would hang out with his cousin, I actually felt closer to his cousin more than the person I grew up with. I mean, granted, we all grew up together, obviously, but I felt more closer to his cousin than him, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know to the ex-Jehovah's Witnesses it does, but anyway, like I said, he recently just came in contact with me again, and it felt liberating. I mean, granted, I've seen Jehovah's Witnesses get disfellowshipped since I was born, practically. That's what you wind up seeing, and it's not that I never had any interest, it's just didn't really I didn't see it differently, I guess, then, because I was sort of brainwashed to an extent. I mean, granted, in my mind, I knew I didn't want to be one anymore, and I never really did. It didn't change until I was about 12. Anyway, so, like I said, I recently came in contact, or at least my friend, I know he's watching this now, he came in contact with me again. And it was one of the most liberating feelings. At first, it took me a second, because I didn't recognize who he was at first, and it took me a second to be like, who is he again? And because the memories of the people I grew up with as Jehovah's Witnesses kind of faded for the ones that I had just kind of lost contact, or I just lost contact with. So the memories kind of pretty much faded with a lot of them. He didn't fade, it's just, again, didn't think anything of it. So that's what happens when you get disfellowshipped. Anyway, so he came in contact with me recently, and it felt liberating. Like I said, he's probably watching this right now, so this one's for you, man. Thank you for contacting me again, and just being there, and realizing, and waking up and realizing it's a cult. I mean, like I said, I grew up with a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, obviously, even including the kids, again, obviously. So it's like, it's not like I said I didn't have any interest in them, it's just I didn't really put much thought into it when they left and stuff like that. So, knowing that at least one person from my own Kingdom Hall, old Kingdom Hall, reached out to me, and it made me feel good seeing that he left and realized and woke up and realized it was a cult this whole time. And it's just liberating to me. Seeing someone genuinely showed interest in reconnecting with me again. Which, I don't know when it's going to happen, so I'm just throwing an idea out there. I might make a reuniting video if we ever come in contact, like physically in person. So I may make a video. I'm gonna make a video on that. He agreed to it and wouldn't mind being on camera with me about it. So this should be interesting when we can ever get the chance to meet in person again, face to face. It'll feel a little nerve-wracking at first, but that's only because it's been so long. So it's like, I don't know. It's just a liberating feeling seeing that someone I grew up with in the Kingdom Hall. For my ex-Jehovah's Witness friends that are watching this, I'm pretty sure you have, but maybe not. Do you have any friends in the Kingdom Hall or family that left and realized it was a cult and decided to reconnect with you? I'd like to know them in the comments. This should be a good conversation starter, so feel free to leave them in the comments. Did you reconnect with someone who left the hall and never looked back? I'd like to hear them in the comments. So, like I said, I didn't think anything of it. For a while, anyway. Recently, even before he reached out to me, or anyone that I went to the Kingdom Hall with, I didn't think, and before that, I didn't think anyone would. And recently, for a while anyway, I thought to myself, someone's bound to leave the Kingdom Hall. And that's pretty much it. So, something in my head was just telling me this. And sure enough, it eventually did happen. You manifest into what you want to happen, and it will happen. And that did. And I was so happy to see that someone I grew up with, more in a kindred spirit kind of way, I was even more closer to him when we had the chance to hang out than his cousin. And it's a liberating feeling seeing someone in my own backyard wake up and realize it was a cult this whole time. I mean, there's been a few I've seen, again, leave, but I guess didn't have much interest, I guess? Yeah, so, and I know my friend that just reached out to me is watching this, so this one's for you, man. Again, it's a liberating feeling, and I feel so happy knowing that he just recently left, seeing it's a cult. Sooner or later, I don't know when it's going to happen, but sometime down the road, whenever that may be, I may make a reuniting ex-Jehovah's Witness video, where we're physically face-to-face. So, whenever that happens, hopefully soon, maybe, I don't know when yet, but if it does happen, be on the lookout for that. It'll feel really good that knowing someone in my own backyard at the Kingdom Hall we grew up going to, someone genuinely and interestingly reached out to me. So, this is kind of a reuniting ex-Jehovah's Witness video. Sorta. I mean, granted, I'm still going to talk about shunning, but I think I'm going to make this one about reuniting. So, this is just a part 1 to it, I guess. Maybe. It's up to me. So, this is my channel, and again, if you're just as random as I am, and you've made it this far, this is the channel for you. So, anyway, like I said, I felt so happy seeing someone realized and woke up and realized it was a cult. And genuinely wanted to reach out to me. But anyway, so I recently looked online, and one of my friends, who I think was a Jehovah's Witness at one point, anyway, works for child custody cases, or at least a good portion of it, let me share an article of Jehovah's Witnesses' shunning policy, which isn't even in the Bible. It's just something these Watchtower headquarter head men like to talk about, because that's something they do, unfortunately. It's their own made-up rule they made, and it has nothing to do with it being in the Bible that you have to shun family members. But unfortunately, in their case, they want to do it to keep Jehovah's organization clean, which I can swear it's a family-friendly content. I'll just say it's totally unfair and totally unruly. But anyway, there's some valid points. If you want this for yourself to look at, and I'm sure my ex-Jehovah's Witness friends might want it, I already shared it with my friend who just woke up to realizing it was a cult and all that. So he said it's not even in the Bible either. If you want this picture, I will be glad to send anyone who's interested an email to it. Just send me your email, and I'd be freely glad to, again, send you an email to this article that makes no sense whatsoever. But anyway, I'll read just a few underlined points. Likewise, since the 1st century, Jehovah has commanded that we stop keeping company with unrepentant wrongdoers. And then another one, trying to find it, I was just reading it. Some in Satan's permissive world may view this fellowshipping as extreme, which it is. They just, again, there's their way of twisting words around. However, it is beneficial. It's not beneficial. It's a stupid, valid, no reason valid point they made, and it's, again, it's stupid. But anyway, so another one I want to also read. Associations includes messages that apostates and others have used to spread wrong ideas. They're the ones that actually spread the wrong ideas. The misinformation they intentionally give their followers. They can't be honest from the start. They have to consistently lie to their followers. And that's unfortunate that granted, I've been seeing more and more Jehovah's Witnesses waking up every day, more so often than not now. So that's a good thing. So it's nice anyway. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, they can't stop lying to their followers. So in order to keep them in line, they have to keep lying to them. You must be that corrupt to just continuously lie to their followers. But unfortunately, like I said, they already started it because of Charles T. Russell, so they have to keep insinuating the lie to keep their followers in line. That's their only way to do it. Only way to keep their followers in line. I don't know. It's, like I said, I know I've touched base on this shunning policy before, but I was just reading off of an article that is there for the opening. So, like I said, if anyone, especially my ex-Jehovah's Witness friends, if you want this, shoot, let me see, let me have your email or whatever, and I'll be glad to share it with you. So, yeah, like I said, they're already lying, so the only way to keep their followers, for the ones that are too far brainwashed, is to keep lying to them. And that's what they're doing, unfortunately. That's how corrupt they are. And they don't want their followers to know they're corrupt as much as they are. So the only way to keep them in line is by lying to them. They can't even be honest. They make excuses. That's pretty much it right there. So, like I said, as I did before, but I'll just say it anyway. They think they're doing the right thing, but they're not. They're just only telling them what they want them to hear. So they'll just keep making excuses and excuses. I'm not sure if it's true or not. Sounds about right. Toni Morris, a lot of you Jehovah's Witnesses or not obviously know about Toni Morris. And for those who are awake from the Jehovah's Witnesses know that he likes to wear tight pants. The same guy that tells males and females not to wear tight pants, he is doing it himself and can't even see that. There's really good valid points that Jehovah's Witnesses, at least the Watchtower headmen, leave valid points on, and a lot of their followers aren't even aware of these points they're giving them. Like smoking. I'll leave that an example. They target smoking because they're a part of, if I'm remembering this correctly, they're a part of the Marlboro, however you pronounce it, cigarette company, for their stocks and bonds or whatever. Anyway, trying to remember as much as I remembered from it, learning about that. Anyway, that's a part of that's one of the reasons why they target cigarettes a lot, because they're a part of that company. So they try to, again, like I said before, they keep certain targets points to their followers so they keep them in line and not have to do any investigation whatsoever. So it's unfortunate, but at the same time, like I said, it's nice seeing a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses waking up and realizing it's a cult. If it could happen more often than not, that would stop Jehovah's Witnesses from, or at least the Watchtower headmen from, lying to their followers more and more that they keep trying to do. I mean, if Armageddon was here, it would have already happened by now. But unfortunately, that's just their way, again, of keeping them in line. That's how they want to keep their followers in line from losing their followers. So they'll just keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And not in a good way either. Because again, they're corrupt. They have to keep feeding them lies, force-fed lies. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, like I said, if you want this article, I'd be glad to share it with anyone who's willing to want it. So feel free to send me an email. Like I said, I'm willing to share this. It's open and out there for anyone willing to see it. I mean, again, they are extreme on shunning, and no question about it when you leave. But I've made videos about that before. Anyway, doesn't matter. Like I said. Also, another thing, as I'm wrapping this up, like I said, but I'll say it anyway, whenever it happens to my friend watching this that I just reconnected with, if we get to make a video together, that'd be really cool. I mean, it would drag a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses in, reconnecting with your own fellow members, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I think it'd be fun to make a video of reconnecting with an old ex-Jehovah's Witness now. So this is a part one of reuniting, sort of, in a sense. Yeah. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that red subscribe button down below. It takes 3 seconds of your time. Like this video, turn it to blue. Share this video around with your friends and family on social media. Leave a comment. Like I said, are you, for my ex-Jehovah's Witness friends watching this, are you connected with anyone that you grew up with in your old hall? Did they come back and connect with you again, reconnect? I'd like to hear it. I'd like to hear your story. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next random video.